two former Lubbock Bloods gang members told jurors Thursday that Earl Washington, who officials believed led the local West Side Rolling 60s Crips gang, told them, while incarcerated on separate occasions, that he'd previously shot and killed a rival gang member 10 years ago. Both men said they informed on Washington in an effort to reduce their sentences and get justice for the killing of John Wilkerson. Their testimony came during the fourth day of Washington's murder trial in the 364th District Court in connection with Wilkerson's shooting death September 22, 2007 at his East Lubbock home. Gonzalo Garcia told jurors he befriended Washington while the two were being held at the Dickens County Jail in late 2007 and early 2008 while their unrelated federal drug charges were pending. He told jurors he and Wilkerson, who was known as John, were both Bloods gang members. He said he learned Washington was involved in Wilkerson's killing and planned to coax a confession to trade with authorities. John is a good friend of mine. Apparently Earl didn't know that, he said. Washington also didn't know Garcia was a Blood at the time and the two shared a bunk bed, he said. The defendant initially denied killing Wilkerson the first time he asked, Garcia said. However, during a conversation Washington initiated, he confessed to killing Wilkerson and gave details about the shooting as the two talked in their beds inside their pod, which they shared with more than 40 other prisoners, he said. He said, "I killed that fool," Garcia said. When he asked him what it was like to kill someone, he said Washington told him, "It's not as hard as you think it is." Washington was animated when he spoke about Wilkerson's killing, Garcia said, then allegedly mocked Wilkerson saying he made noises like he wanted to cry or something when he shot him. "I didn't let him see I was upset or angry with what he had told me," Garcia said. He said Washington said he used a .22 caliber gun to shoot Wilkerson. However, a ballistics expert testified Wednesday that a .40 caliber gun fired the bullets recovered from Wilkerson's body. He denied his statement, which he gave days before his sentencing hearing, was a lie to trick officials and said state prosecutors offered him no deals in exchange for his information and testimony. Federal court records show Garcia was sentenced in June 2008 to 14 years in prison on federal drug charges. Terrence X, who grew up with Wilkerson in East Lubbock, was sentenced in 2012 to 140 months in prison after pleading guilty to a count of possessing with intent to distribute cocaine base. He and Washington became cellmates at the Three Rivers Federal Prison. Like Garcia, X also shared a bunk with Washington. However, he said Washington's admission to him was unsolicited. He said Washington approached him on the 5th anniversary of Wilkerson's death while he read the Bible and asked him if God would forgive him for killing someone. X said he told Washington that God would, and he said Washington told him he shot Wilkerson twice in the chest, then emptied the clip on him. He said Washington told him he shot Wilkerson as a result of an armed confrontation they had the night before at a club and because the two were sleeping with the same woman. "I don't know why he would tell me that," he said, later telling defense attorneys he believed Washington's admission was motivated by guilt. X said police contacted him 5 months after Washington's reported admission and he gave his statement to police. Court records show X's sentence was reduced to 70 months in 2015. The trial resumes today as Lubbock County Sheriff's Office gang expert Lieutenant Billy Koontz testifies about Washington's membership in the West Side Rolling 60s Crips gang, which he believed Washington led in 2007.